Thank you for coming. And again, welcome to Essex North Shore Agricultural and Technical School. I don't know whether to apologize for the sun in your eyes or the snow outside, but we are glad that you made it today. My name is Jules Fruins. I'm the grade 9 assistant principal and admissions coordinator here. I'll be walking you through a little bit about our school and then the application process. Then I'll be available up here for questions along with our guidance and admissions staff in the back. Okay? Let's start with where our students come from. We have 17 member communities, okay, listed up on the board. Students applying from those 17 member communities are eligible to apply for our 25 CTE programs. Students from surrounding communities are welcome to apply, and they apply for our 8 agricultural and natural resource programs. Nothing like trying to read state regulations up on the board, but this says exactly what I just did, is that we have member communities and students are eligible to apply for our full CTE programs, and then students from surrounding communities can apply for our 8 agricultural and natural resource programs. All right, a little bit about us. Our academic programs are led by Dr. O'Toole. We are aligned to the Mass curriculum frameworks in Mass Core. We do have a 4-year graduation requirement in all of the main subjects. Students do have to take MCAS here to graduate with their high school diploma. We do have a variety of course levels, so we do have many AP offerings along with honors, accelerated college prep, and college prep courses. We do provide foreign language here. That language is Spanish currently. And we do have a 1-to-1 iPad program. So every student here has an iPad. You can imagine the variety of instructional strategies that are used with that, and they're pretty awesome. From creating QR codes, to making presentations, to filming videos, our students do a lot of awesome things every day in their academic classes. Our 25 CTE programs are led by Kathleen Holman and Donald Ducharme. They are aligned to the CBT frameworks. And again, we do have 25 CTE programs. We had 24 last year, and we're excited to offer engineering technology this year as our 25th. We do have 4 CTE buildings, so you can imagine on this large campus that these CTE programs are spread across it. Hopefully none of you stood in line this morning if you're here right now, but we have the A and B building on this side and D and E on this side, and I hope that you take a chance to walk around and see all of our awesome programs. You can see just from the pictures that our students do a variety of things every day, from building houses to grooming horses to working on cars to becoming cosmetologists. Our students do some incredible things, and it's really, really neat to watch. If you do get a chance, I heard Masonry has a volcano down there today, so that might be worth checking out. Grade 9 students that come here go through a career discovery and exploratory process. In discovery, all 375 of our freshman students see each program in our school for 70 minutes, regardless of the community that they come from. We think it's important for every student coming here that they get to see all of the CTE programs that we offer. After discovery, students select 8 programs that they'd like to further explore, and they explore those programs for a week at each time. After that, we then go through the selection process for the CTE program that they'll be in for the next about 3.5 years here. We do have co-op opportunities. So students, provided that their grades and attendance and conduct are up to par, about halfway through their junior year, they're eligible to go work for an outside company during their CTE program week. So they're able to apply the skills they've already learned and make a little bit of money during the high school day. Not too bad. We do have a very comprehensive student services program here. More information on that is available in TE Dining. So we do have a guidance director and 504 coordinator who oversees our entire guidance department. We do have 2 nurses on staff. We have a full special education department. We do provide supports for English language learners, and we do have Title I reading. And so we provide services for all students that come here. All right, our athletics and activities. Hopefully you've had a chance to see all of the incredible things that we have on campus, from a turf stadium and an outdoor track to an indoor gym with an indoor track around it. We do have the availability of the Essex Sports Center, which is up on the hill, 2 ice rinks and an indoor turf field. That is our home ice for our hockey team. And we do have, just a vast array of clubs and activities for students to be a part of here. And yes, that includes Goat Club. We have a Goat Club. It's pretty awesome. Our sports are very competitive. We compete in the state tournament. I know boys soccer very well. Unfortunately, we lost in the first round. But we do have just about every sport offered here. For students that do come here, we do provide a lot of post-secondary planning, regardless of whether they want to go directly into a career or onto further education or even into the military. So we do have an annual college fair. We provide financial aid training, and these are all things that obviously will be communicated with you if you came here. As far as our students and where they end up, about 67% of them go on to a post-secondary education, about 50% to a 4-year college, 17% to a 2-year college. About 1% of our students do go into the military, and about 30% into a career. Okay, the application process. How do I become an Essex North Shore Agricultural and Technical School Hawk? For our prospective students, hopefully you've seen our admissions counselors out and about. They've been doing recruitment visits this fall. Hopefully you know where you are right now. We have an open house. Welcome again. And if students and prospective families are not able to make the open house, we do provide tours in December. CTE programs are going on during that time, so it's a little less available than today is. Our application process. We do have all of our information up on our website, and there is an admissions tab if you go to the main website for us. We have an electronic application. This has made life a lot easier for processing and grading applications. So please visit this after the presentation. We do have paper applications that are available. What happens is those get submitted to us and then we put them online. And we do have translated applications if need be. So if you did grab a map, if you look at our information centers, translated documents are available there. The application and what goes into it. Okay, I will read from this, but again, feel free to come up and ask questions afterwards, or our guidance and admissions staff in the back. So we do look for student and family demographic information and signatures. We ask that students fill out a career technical programs interest survey. This helps us if students do end up getting accepted here to sort of help with that transition to understand the student a little bit more. There is a voluntary information section, again, with the same goal that if a student is accepted, that transition to here is a lot easier for both the student and us. There is a counselor rating, so generally the guidance counselor at the sending school will complete a rating on that student that goes into the scoring process that you'll see later. We do look for grades, all of grade 7 in either semester 1 or trimester 1 of grade 8. In attendance and conduct, the same timeline, okay? And that is at the time of submitting the application. After the application is submitted, you can see number 10 there, there is an interview that will take place. Interviews as well are available in languages other than English. The deadline for the application is the second Friday of January, which this year happens to be January 11th, 2019. Hopefully the Pats are still playing by then. As far as student family responsibilities on the application, we must have a full middle name and date of birth. We recommend, in fact, we highly recommend that you do not use your school email address when applying here. We do ask that you take the career technical interest survey. Again, it helps us to get to know you a little bit better, along with the voluntary information section. And then as always, there's a signature required. I will be brief on this slide, but the guidance counselor from the sending school will complete a rating and also help submit most of the documents that we will need for the application. Okay, so that includes grades, the rating, and the attendance and conduct. Our scoring. An application can get a maximum of 110 points, and you can see the breakdown of scoring among the different categories. Grades, 32 points. Attendance, 8 points. Discipline and conduct, 20 points. Counselor rating, 10. And interview, 40. I should also say at this point, if you're really interested in scoring, this presentation is being taped and it will be available on the website. So if there's something that you don't remember in this long speech, feel free to visit our website and watch the presentation again. So again, 110 points is the total score on applications. Notifications. So again, the deadline for applications is January 11th. February, or end of January, February, and March will be when we're completing our interviews and tallying up all the scores for the applications. And then middle of April is when we'll send out some conditional acceptances. Okay? That will be for 375 incoming grade 9 students. Okay? Middle of April. At that point, the guidance counselor from the sending school will again send us some information, MCAS scores, things like that. Again, those aren't part of the application scoring, it's just the final records that we need from the student. And then in July, we'll send out the final acceptances, provided the grades and conduct remain about the same. So again, the guidance counselors will send that to us. The guidance 8th grade counselors from a lot of our sending schools have already been here for a presentation on all of this information, so many of them already know this and have been working with us on many applications so far. IEP 504 medical transition meetings. Provided a student is accepted, we like to have those transition meetings in the spring to make what will be the fall, the start of the new school year, an effective transition for the student and for the school. So somebody from the school will reach out in the spring, provided you are accepted, to schedule one of those transition meetings. The wait list. We do have a wait list, and I will say that we have accepted students off the wait list each and every year. And we keep that wait list open through September, so we do access it. We ask the students that do receive a letter and are put on the wait list to send us the final records as well through their guidance counselor, so that if that student is accepted off the wait list, it makes that transition just that much easier. We do have an appeals process. The first appeal goes to the principal within 14 days of receipt of either acceptance or wait list, and then the second appeal would be to the superintendent. So that is an option for families. As far as contacts, the most important person is Mary Garrett-Bedian. She does it all. She's the admissions administrative assistant. Again, I'm Joel Spruance, the admissions coordinator. We do have 2 admissions counselors who are both located in the back, Kelly Mello and Wendy Fajardo. Wendy got away with not having her picture up on the board. I want to again thank you for coming today. Really appreciate you coming out on a Saturday and spending some time with us. I will be available for questions at the front. Guidance staff and admissions staff are in the back as well. Thanks again, and have a great day.